The winner of that game basically decides who's not going 0-17. I want to do the Saints because I haven't done the Saints yet, and I have the Giants going 0-17, so I'm curious to see what the Saints are going. Because if the Giants are going 0-17, the Saints might be like right around there. So this is the 2025 New Orleans Aints 2025 schedule. Week 1 versus Arizona at home, that's an L. Week 2 versus San Fran at home, at least they're at home, that's an L. Week 3 at Seattle, that's an L. Week 4 at Buffalo, that's an L. Now, Week 5, boys, we get a treat. We have the Toilet Bowl at 1 o'clock on CBS. New York Giants versus the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. I'm giving the edge to New Orleans just because they're home. That's the only reason. That is a complete toss-up game. The winner of that game basically decides who's not going 0-17. I'm pretty positive that game will decide who goes 0-17 and who doesn't. Because now the Saints get their first win of the season. Then they go into week 6. They lose to New England. Then they go into week 7. They lose to Chicago. Then they go into week 8. They lose to Tampa Bay. Then they go into week 9 versus Los Angeles Rams. They lose that game. Then they go into Carolina. They lose that game. So going into the bye week, they are 1-9 going into the bye week. Then they play versus Atlanta at home. They lose that game. Then they play at Miami. They lose that game 1-11. Then they play at Tampa. They lose that game 1-12. Then they play versus Carolina. They lose that game 1-13. Then they play the Jets. If Justin Fields is still playing, they probably lose that game. So 1-14. They play at Tennessee. Cam Ward probably smacks them around. Cam Ward, they don't get Cam Ward early. They get Cam Ward late, so he'll be like ready and more used to the NFL. So they lose that game. And then they play Atlanta week 18 at Atlanta. They lose that game as well. So I have the New Orleans Aints going 1-16. But it's better than going 0-17 like the New York Giants. Like I said, week 5 is basically who goes 0-17, who goes 1-16. That's the game. That's their Super Bowl, in this sense, a toilet bowl. But so I'm very excited for week 5.